Hi everyone, my name is Anuj Gupta and I work with Dr. Chaklam at AI Brain Lab and AIT. We will hear from him a little bit later on in today's session, but I will start by introducing myself, AI Brain Lab, and what we do here at AIBL. So, AIBL is a brand new startup founded in Thailand just about 2 years ago, and we build AI solutions for companies in and around Thailand in various industries such as insurance, healthcare, sustainability, as well as recruitment. So my role is primarily as an AI engineer and developer, as well as a team lead for a few of the projects that we build at AIBL. And I also help coordinate external relations and do some training programs. So today I'll be talking about some of our proposed solutions for ITU and how we're best suited in order to bring those solutions to Fiji and the Pacific Islands. So the agenda for today, I'll talk about agentic AI and how they can be used in the education sector. I'll also introduce one of our proposed projects called TeachMate, which is leveraging agentic AI, large language models, and AI. And I'll also talk about some of our past experience, primarily with Project Wisdom, which is kind of a proof of concept, so that that determines how we can achieve something like TeachMate. Okay, so some of you may be wondering, what is agentic AI? So I'm sure everyone here has heard of ChatGPT. That usually deals with predictive AI and generative AI. You put in an input and you get an output. But when it comes to agents, they work towards a goal. They have an autonomous behavior, so they can think for themselves, to make decisions. So you might have an end goal that you want to get to, but you don't know how to get to it. The agent will do all of that thinking and planning for you inside of its code and algorithms, and then it will find a way to get to that goal. Uh, for example, you might want to plan out how you would develop a new piece of software. The agent would think of a plan, outline all the steps, and then execute those list of steps. So it would go to Google, it would go to search engines, it would look at documentation, it would look at code, it would look at everything that it has available to it, and it will give you the steps on how to best deliver this project. So that's how the autonomous behavior works. Of course, it's capable of planning, decision making, and adapting over time. It will adapt to your ideas, the way you think, the way you understand, the way you talk, and in that way, it's very personalized. Yeah, you can also augment its customizable knowledge. So this is like having a knowledge base, and this is a key feature that we want to stress is knowledge base. So a knowledge base is basically means that you can upload documents, which could be PDFs, could be docs, could be images on a certain subject. And using that, an AI language model can improve its internal knowledge. Uh, so that's how an AI can talk about certain topics that it doesn't already have knowledge about. So, for example, we can input data about ITU or about Fiji, and using that, it can talk about anything related to that. And yeah, as I mentioned, it can also memorize your past history, and it will know what you've talked about in the past, and it will be able to better understand what you say in the future. So, yes, our idea is to extend this into the education sector with this application called TeachMate. So this is an AI-powered tutoring system with avatar integration, voice-to-voice integration, and knowledge base integration. So this is a mock-up that we've built. This is what the product would look like in the end at AI Brain Lab. So here are some of the features that you would expect to see in this software. So here's a little more details. What is TeachMate? It's an avatar-based learning system powered by AI technology. So we hope to help students learn through natural chat and voice-based interaction. The way traditional education works, it's done using real humans, of course, real teachers and real tutors. And you really need that natural human to human connection. But we propose uh, that this connection can also be replicated to a good extent by AI avatars. And we've seen recently that the technology has gotten very advanced, that we can deliver something very lifelike to students across the world. And near the end of this presentation, I will also demo something we've built that will prove that creating a digital avatar like this is actually possible. And yeah, so since this is a piece of software, it has 24/7 uptime, so students can use this any time of day, any time of night to get custom feedback, personalized help, and tutoring on a daily basis. Um, yeah, you guys know that these models, language models, uh, they're very advanced. They can talk about anything from a kindergarten level all the way up to a, postdoc, doctoral level. So they can talk about any concept, doesn't matter how complex it is, and they can break it down so that students of any age can understand it. Okay, so here's a brief workflow for how this system would work. First, we have a knowledge base. Again, let me stress that a knowledge base is basically a collection of all the documents you have for your learning course. So let's say you want to teach a course on biology. You would upload a curriculum, you would upload textbooks, PDFs, class materials, worksheets, past exam papers, answers to the exam papers, anything that can relate to the course. You feed all of this into the language model, and from there, the AI can internalize it. It can understand every word of that uh, collection of data, and from then it can ask and answer questions. Uh, of course, we can also generate, worksheets, problem sheets, quizzes in order to assess the students' capabilities that they really understand the material. So from the knowledge base, you go to the AI avatar. Now, this is the second part of this application. Initially, this might be a little basic. It might be, simply a moving person with lips, or sorry, I meant, yeah, a static person with moving lips or slight head movements. But eventually, we hope to have a pretty lifelike simulation of a real person. From there, the students can access the website from their phones or computers, and you can access the learning materials, and then you can also have access to a AI teacher that can talk to you just like a real teacher using its voice. Um, we minimize delay between getting the asking your question and getting the answer, so it'll be just like a real teacher interaction. So here's some of the features we have. Yeah, of course, voice interaction, back and forth voice interaction from you and the teacher. We also have basic avatar configuration. You might not like this avatar, so you can switch to some of these other figures here. And oh yeah, for different students, we know that people have different learning styles, different tutoring styles. So we can change the mode of speaking for the avatar as well. So they might be a little more calm, a little less intense in their teaching style. Uh, on the other side, you can also go more intense, more less calm. So, if you want a very strict teacher who pushes you as far as you can go. That's also something we can do with this system. Uh, yeah, some more features here. How does TeachMate help the students? So, of course, the primary benefactor of this system are students, people who want to learn. Um, yeah, so like I mentioned, we have constant uptime, and due to that, we can get instant answers. So it doesn't matter day or night. If you're right before an exam, right before your homework is due, you can ask our system to help you. And assuming that the knowledge is baked into the language model, we can help you get to your answers, revise for your exams, and yeah, get clear explanations. Uh, Finally, we stress that something like this can boost confidence. So some students, they might be a little bit shy to ask questions to real teachers. They might be shy to appeal to authority. Using AI, they can just ask them anytime they want. Since it's not a real person, they can feel confident. They can feel less shy in getting the help that they need. And yeah, we can make sure that they're learning because of that. And it just makes learning a lot more easier for students. And a key thing here is that we don't just want to return the answers. When a question is posed to the AI avatar, we don't want to simply say, "Oh, this is the answer." We want to help the students intuitively reach that conclusion as well. So, it's not just input and output. We want to really break down step by step all of the understanding behind it. Okay. So, how does TeachMate help teachers? Um, So this is the other aspect of TeachMate. Uh, we don't want to necessarily replace teachers here. Um, we know that teachers work a lot. They work quite a bit actually, but their time is of course limited. Um, we stress that this is going to be completely supplementary to the classroom. It can be used in the classroom, but we also want it to be used outside of the classroom so we can keep students engaged with consistent support after teaching, after the in-person sessions. And for students who don't have access to teachers, in rural areas or impoverished regions, they can still access our platform anytime if they have access to internet and a basic mobile device. Yeah, so support students outside the class uh, anytime, and you can also make sure they're on track, and you can also track your own progress through the platform, like with some statistical tracking. Finally, any sort of revision that will inevitably help with academic performance. So if students are actively engaged with our platform, if they're using it in a good way, they're enthusiastic, they will inevitably perform better in the classroom and in exams. Okay, so shifting gears a little bit, this is something we've already built. It's functional, and uh, later I will show you a live demonstration of this. So it's called Project Wisdom. The idea behind this project is we want to bring historical icons to life using AI. So, what kind of people are we talking about here? For example, here we have one of the ex-prime ministers of Thailand. This is a Mr. Anund Panyacharun. He was a very beloved prime minister of Thailand. He was a very good leader. He had forward-thinking ideas, progressive ideas when it came to education, foreign policy, the economy. Oops, yeah, uh, the economy, and lot more things with respect to like social and economic issues. And he was loved by the public. And he's still alive for now. He's very old in his 90s. So what we did, we actually went to his house. We interviewed him for a few minutes, and we took a video. Using that video, we created a lifelike avatar of him on the internet that anyone can talk to. So on the left here is a fully animated video of Mr. Anand, a lifelike recreation. Here you can type in a question like, hello, how are you? And he will respond using his voice. We also cloned his voice, so it sounds exactly like him. You can also see his lips moving, and you can also see some of his mannerisms, like with his body language and how he moves. So this is showcasing the tech that we intend to use when it comes to TeachMate. And something like this can definitely be used for mimicking teachers, possibly even real teachers in Rotuma. Okay, here's a bit more detail. So we call it an interactive digital twin. Of course, we still have the real Mr. Anand alive with us, but we also have a digital version of him that anyone can talk to. This includes chat and avatar interaction where you can ask questions and get responses through text and voice. And yeah, here I forgot to mention, all of this is based on a knowledge base. So instead of educational material, we use real interviews, transcripts of real interviews conducted of him by news channels, journalists, documentarians. They conducted interviews, and we converted all of that into text. We fed all of that data into our AI language models, and using that, we've replicated his ideas, his manner of speaking, and so all of his ideas when it comes to education, politics, Thailand, the world, socioeconomic issues, all of that is reflected in this avatar. Uh, yeah, you'll see here that this workflow is very similar to what we propose with TeachMate. And yeah, this proves that the technology already exists to create something like that. Uh, so now I will go into some of the demos we've prepared. Please bear with me.